Hey everybody, welcome to Review Time with Islip. I'm Islip, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers, what is it called? Transformers Bumblebee Cyberverse Adventures ARCEE. Let me zoom out, sorry about that. Okay, turn this way, there we go. And here's the box. It's got ARCEE on the back. The ARCEE car model, which looks a lot different. Robot model, which looks quite a lot different than the toy model. Here you get to see the pieces of McAdams, and it gives you and tells you who you have to pick up to get them. I may end up having to get all of these because unfortunately I got the shoulders and the gun from McAdams, which let's go ahead and open this up. Which come in this nice clamshell. So, sorry, my nose is itchy. You get instructions which are not the most helpful. They're not the most helpful because, again, you got these weird colors which for some reason don't gel well with my eyes. And the pictures are tiny and, like, this orange blob, what the hell is that supposed to be? I mean, you figure it out, but I mean, this is just not the greatest. I don't know what's up with instruction booklets lately. They're not the best, and the paper is so thin you can kind of see through it. So, not sure what the hell that all is supposed to be because I'm either seeing from the back or the pattern that's on the back of the paper is, I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking. Okay. So enough of that. Inside the box there is a nice picture of Cybertron. Let me see if I turn the light on if it'll show better. Of a pink Cybertron for some reason. It looks nice. And that's it for the box. Let's bring over the figure. And here's the figure. Hold on a second. Zoom on down. Here's the figure. And from the front she looks kind of okay. She comes with little blast effects that they come kind of warped out the box. You can kind of straighten them, but they're there. You can put them to the side. They're just regular blast effects. She has her signature gun, I guess it's a signature gun, and it's not too bad. I like how the blue contrasts on, let me move this light over a little bit, how the blue contrasts on the pink. I think that looks really, really neat. That I like how it pops out. I'm not a big fan of this area, but it's understandable. But what's not understandable, why does she have black Arachnia butt? Where is my black Arachnia? I have the Transformers animated Black Arachnia has a thing that sticks out her, and it kind of resembles this. It's not even quite this big, but yeah, this sticks out. There's nothing you can do about it. That's it. So right off the bat, yes, that's a complaint. I picked her up though because I do like the ARCEE character, not from the show itself, but just in general. I do like that. I do like her female proportions. I know a lot of people don't like that, but oh well, I do like it. I mean, I don't think it's overly sexualized here. I think it's pretty nice. I wish the backpack, at least this part, maybe if I could just detach it, this would look so much better. And put it, I wouldn't have a problem putting it to the side. But yeah, as it stands, there's just so much crap on the back, which is a problem with a lot of fembots that turn into cars. They end up with basically the whole car mode on their back, and if I could just, if this wasn't all pinned in, oh, that's a stress mark. If this wasn't all, that is a bad stress mark right there. If this wasn't all just pinned in, that'd be fine. The other thing that it suffers from is lots and lots of unnecessary hollow bits. I mean, it looks like a Transformers toy line that's made for kids, but it feels really good. The plastic is really hard and durable feeling, and That's a weird place to put a knee. And it just feels good. It's just that it looks a little crazy. It really does. Her face is the same pink as her helmet, which according to the box art is accurate, but normally ARCEE's helmet is white and not pink. And as a matter of fact, there actually, aside from that stress mark, there is no white on this figure. Everything is different shades of pink, a little bit of gray, and that wonderful blue. I love that blue. Look at the blue. It just kind of pops so well. So I almost can forgive it for that. So let me bring in the Generations Rolling 30 ARCEE. And you can see there, even, I mean, I don't have the Japanese version, but even in the Japanese colors, there's a lot more breakup of color. I don't think there's a lot of this black, though. This black is just, you know, too much. But, and yeah, there's a backpack with a little bit of a butt pack, but it's not nearly as egregious as that. Well, actually, that's almost the same size. I didn't even realize that. But if you're adventurous enough, you can actually pull this off, and just, like, this part here just looks so much nicer than that. It's just, I don't know. But, oops, there they go together. This ARCEE doesn't like to stand. So let me go ahead and take the weapon out. Bring it up in a little closer. Did I zoom out? Yes, I did. And, I mean, she looks nice. Let me see if I turn off the light, if that helps a little bit. Okay. No, it didn't. Here we go. Sorry, it's hard to tell with the little viewfinder. It's hard to tell whether or not the light hurts or helps. So, but she has a lot of articulation. Her head can go up and down, rotate 360. It can do a little wiggle waggle. Her arms would be able to do a 360 if these bits weren't in the way. She has an upper bicep rotation. Her arms bend 90 degrees. No wrists. She does have a waist. And I mean, that looks, I mean, you turn it all around, it's kind of, she's got a hollow butt, but from the front, she's got nice curvature, but it's not over sexualizing her. It's just saying, hey, I'm feminine, and that's that. Her legs go all the way forward. If you move the back kibble, she can do a full split. Going out, she can do that much. Let's see. She has a rotation just above her fake knee, and then her knee bends underneath the little thing here. I don't know. I'm thinking that this should bend or should contribute to the knee. It just looks weird that the knee is actually there. Her feet, they just kind of wiggle like this for transformation. There's no side to side movement. Quick amendment, she does actually have ankle tiltage. It's just so damn hard to move it. Like, you have to grab the front and the back to move it, and it's kind of very scary. But she does have ankle tiltage. So I just wanted to add that in so y'all don't like kill me later. And she has one hell of a heel. Like this, the heel platform is just too much. That is way too much. If she was using this as a heel spur to spur on, like she was sitting on a horse, she would kill the horse. This would go right through the side of the horse and out the other side. This is crazy. Let me get her standing up, and let's see. Let me get a current deluxe figure into the mix so you can see she's from the camera angle looks like she's actually taller, but she's roughly about head to head. She is actually just ever so slightly shorter at the head than Wheeljack here, but otherwise about the same height. And obviously her hips and legs are longer than Wheeljack's, but you know, proportions different. Let's see. She has no other places to stick the blue bits on, which is weird because usually when you get characters that have these bits, there are many places to stick it. Let's see. This there's no real place to, doesn't look like there's any place to store. Wait, maybe? Is there a place to no, there's no real place to store the weapon in robot mode if you don't want her to be holding it. Unlike with the Generations ARCEE that had ports all over, you could plug them in here, you can plug them here, here. She had ports everywhere where you could plug the gun in if you didn't want to have that in that mode. So I mean, if this kibble was gone, I would probably like the robot mode a lot better. This kibble and maybe being able to remove this piece or collapse it down more than what you can would help out a lot. But otherwise, it's just a really humongous backpack. There's really nothing you can do about it. Alright, so let's go ahead and transform her. Her transformation is not hard, but some pieces don't like to go where they're supposed to go. So we'll go ahead and get this piece out of the way. Go ahead and fold her feet straight, and then they're gonna fold over like this, and these little corners here, they're gonna go into, let's see if I, right here in her, is it in her backside? In her backside, it is cut in a certain way where there's grooves, and her feet will latch. No, actually, her feet will latch in up here. I'm sorry, my mistake. Up here, because all of this will swing out, I believe. Hey! I popped the head off. That's okay. I didn't move that part up. That was my bad. My bad. And now I lost the head. Where did the head go? How did the head get all the way over there? Okay, let's try this again. So let's get her head back on. So it is on a ball peg. It's just not very much clearance. Come on, go back on. Whew, doesn't want to go on. Hold on. This is scary. Don't want to break her, because that would suck, and it would be user error, not. There we go. Whew. Okay, so first thing you want to do is make sure you push this piece up. Do that first, and then you'll have clearance to move all this other stuff out of the way. So that'll come. Let's see. Yeah, that'll come up like so. So like the car will be over her head, and then if you want, you can fold her legs. And like I said, her feet, it's over here. Let's turn this off, because I can't tell if you're seeing it or not. Right here, there are little sort of grooves, and her feet will kind of place in there, like tab in there. So don't say that word. Don't say it. Don't say it. Okay. All right. So that'll be like that for now. We'll come back to that later if we need to. We're going to take this piece here. This whole piece here will swing out, and then what you're going to do is kind of open, butterfly these out. Don't close it all the way just yet. Just leave it like that for now, and we'll get that out of the way. And then this part here, trying to get this all lined up and over here. And this part is the scary part, because like it's not, I'm having such a hard time all the time clearing that these little corners here have to go up this way, but I've set, there we go. I don't like doing that, although that was a lot easier than the first time I tried it. Okay, so you want this to look like this now. Okay, And then all of this will come up like so, and the legs will go inside there. Okay, and these, oh, hold on, straighten the arms out first. These arms will, I should actually show that part off first. These arms have these tabs here, and they're going to slot in there. So get the arms up and tab them in, and then this bit is going to come down like so, and then you're going to spread this out. For some reason this side doesn't want to spread out. Spread this out, and this will push in, and these tabs will slot in right above the hands. And again, freaking issues getting everything to tab in and stay for some reason. Like, these slots don't actually up here, don't actually do anything, but like they don't lock anything in place. They just kind of guide it to where it's supposed to be, and then everything else is supposed to lock it in place. And the problem is when I try to lock it in place, stuff untabs, and I don't like gaps if I can help it, and I'm trying to help it, but this figure is not. That'll be close enough, and hopefully I've got this bit in as far as it will go. And that, let's see, and that's the car mode, and it is a very strange looking car mode, if I'm honest with you. This piece here is flexible. I'm not sure why, and it's also blue, and I'm not sure why. I don't know if this was blue in the show. Again, I do like the blue, the I don't know, I guess they called it Allspark blue. It's not on the back side, but the Allspark blue looks really nice. This looks strange. It looks like it should pop out more, but it just looks like, I don't know, like somebody greased their hair backwards or something. Oh, you can take the gun. The gun actually slots in here. Now, the gun has this nub here that looks like it's supposed to tab in somewhere, but on the robot mode, I did not see where it was supposed to go. I probably should have looked at the instructions again. So you slot that in right in the front there, and it's a little uneven, but since it's going to be down like this, you're not going to notice it. And are the wheels rolling? The wheels aren't rolling. I have not transformed this quite correctly. Let's see. Alright, now the wheels are all touching. I know you can't really tell, but I can tell. And then we take the blue stings, and I really have to straighten these out because I don't, the blast effects, I don't like that they keep leaning one way or another, but they do slot into the back of the car, whoops, to give it sort of like a jet engine turbine propeller, not propeller, you know, it gives you that kind of a look, like she's really speeding really fast and she's used her nitrous or whatever. And I swear this thing unpegging sucks. Legs did not stay where they were supposed to stay. And honestly, it's not. She's a little too, like, her alt mode doesn't want to stay together. It doesn't look all that good anyway, to be honest with you. It looks bad. It looks like they were like, okay, we're going to kind of keep it G1-ish, but we're gonna bulk her out too for some reason. I don't know why, but okay. So here's the Generations ARCEE, and like, honestly, the Generations ARCEE looks like a slick, futuristic sports car. This one looks kind of like, I don't know, like a hybrid, almost wanting to be a minivan. I don't understand this. It doesn't. It looks like it wants to be futuristic, but instead of being futuristic and sleek, it's futuristic and dumpy. I mean, I guess practically speaking, a real vehicle would look more like this. than this. I mean, but this just looks way better. Out of all the RCs I've gotten, as far as the vehicle modes are concerned, between this, the fans toys, pretty much every RC I've ever seen aside from the ones based on the Thrilling 30. I mean, after you see the Thrilling 30 version, it's like, how can you go from this to anything else? This is just amazing. But, yeah, it's actually a little shorter than the Thrilling 30s, even though the Thrilling 30s, I think that figure was actually had less mass. Underneath, it's just RC kneeling down in a box. With this one, like you see RC's bits. You see her arms here, but then her legs wrap around and her head is under there. So you still see the robot mode, but it's a lot more mixed up. It's not. This is kind of lazy. I mean, I don't want to completely disrespect the engineering on this, because the transformation wasn't bad. It was serviceable. It definitely had a bit of a puzzle element, but this would be more like doing one of those puzzles you did when you were in pre-K, where most of the puzzle was there and you just, you know, took the shapes that had the pegs and put them in the empty spots. That's what this is like. And then this is like doing 1,000, well, maybe not 1,000. This is like doing maybe a 300 to 500 piece puzzle, you know. So, you know, satisfaction in the transformation. Outcome looks great. Happy with this figure. Not very satisfying in the transformation. I mean, it was a little interesting, but not really enough. Things don't stay pegged like they're supposed to. This car mode looks kind of dumb. I mean, it would have been fine if it was somebody else, but when you go from looking from an RC that looks kind of like this, and then you get an RC that looks like this, it's like, what happened? What happened? This isn't sleek, sexy. This doesn't say speed. This doesn't say girl power. This says all that stuff. This says, I'm a mom and I need to get to and from places safely. So I have kids in the car. Go around. Even though the robot mode, the shape is actually really nice. I like it. It's just everything about the car mode and the car kibble is what messes it up. And it's pinned in. It's not one of those where it's like those two little half a pin sticking out and then you can just kind of unclip it when you want to. It's an actual metal pin going through that's connecting all the pieces together. So it's not like you can even just easily pop the things off without removing some pins. So that's a bit of a bummer, but I'm not totally unhappy that I got this. I actually like it more than enough, but to be objective about it compared to, say, this figure or a lot of the other figures, even within this range, even within the Cyberverse, I'm going to say that this honestly is not nearly the best. This is just mediocre at best, and ARCEE should never be mediocre. That said, I'm Icelip. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed my video. I hope it was entertaining as well as informative. And that's all I got to say about that. Thank you, and ciao.